Yes, dear students, now taking the chapter further, we'll be discussing about various party systems of the world. Like in China, there is one party system where a single party controls and runs the government, that is Communist Party. Now there is a drawback of one party system. What is that? That it is not a democratic option. There should be at least two parties to compete in elections. And here there is only one party. Then is two-party system where there are two main parties which compete to form government. Like in USA, UK, there are two parties and one party wins. Like in USA, there is Democrat and Republican party and one party wins. Next is system. Like in India, there are several parties which compete for power and then they form government. For example, India has multi-party system. The parties sometimes may form an alliance, and if that alliance wins, they form coalition government. Like we have NDA government, that is alliance of BJP, UPA, that is alliance of Congress. Now what is the drawback of multi-party system? It may appear to be messy, may lead to political instability. Sometimes if the alliance partner withdraws support, the government may fall. So there may be political instability in multi-party system. Now what is the advantage of multi-party system? It allows trust and opinions to accommodate in politics. So various diversities are accommodated. That is why India has multi-party system, because India has various social and geographical diversities and they are accommodated and adjusted in multi-party system, because people can express themselves through their parties of various diversities. Next is Election Commission. In our country, the large and established parties special facilities by Election Commission. Election Commission allots them symbols and that symbol can be used by that particular party only. As you all know, BJP has symbol of lotus. That is a unique symbol which any other party cannot use. These are called recognized political parties. In India, there are more than 750 parties which are registered by Election Commission. Now we'll understand how a party becomes national party and state party. First, national parties. Now first we have to understand what are national parties. They are country-wide parties, that is they have offices all over the country in various states. They follow same policies and programs throughout the country. They have national, for example, Congress and BJP, they are national party. Now, how does a party become a national party? What is the criteria that is laid by Election Commission? The criteria is that party should secure at least 6% votes in Lok Sabha election or in assembly election of 4 states. Means 6% votes in Lok Sabha election, or if it is assembly election then at least 4 states. Or it should win at least 4 seats in Lok Sabha election. Criteria you have to learn. This is important question. Okay. Next is state parties. Now what are state parties? They are present in only one of the states, like Assam Gana Parishad. It is party in Assam only. Then Shiromani Akali Dal, that is of Punjab. So these two are examples of state parties. There are many state parties in our country. Now, how does a party become a state party? What is the criteria laid by Election Commission? Now in this case, it is The party should secure at least 6% of the total votes in legislative body election, means the state election. It should secure at least 6% of the total votes, or win at least 2 seats in state elections. That is, when election should have secured at least 2 seats. Only then it can become a state party, registered with the Election Commission as state party. So similarly as for national party also. The criteria you have to learn here, state party criteria, you have to learn.